Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit. And it's coming to the end of the week, folks. I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoying this beautiful day that we're up. And that's probably the best way to be, is up on this side instead of the underneath the ground. But we have a lot to talk about today. It's Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon. If you're watching us for the first time, we are on all 5 social media outlets. We're on Tony Oceanfo Facebook page. We're on the Mocararo Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter and all that good stuff. So log on Monday through Friday at noon. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to the people like you, people in the military, and all our veterans fighting for our country. We really do appreciate it. It is Friday, February 21st. It's showtime. Let's Yep. Hi, guys. That's my good buddy Dino Manzella, formerly of Seventh Heaven, making that great intro for me. Hey, guys. I hope you're doing well. Now, we got a great show lined up for you, folks. And first of all, before we start, I want to thank Carol Brandolino, our co-host on Thursday. Now, remember, she's with me every Tuesday on Twisted Tuesday, but because Laura had her heart surgery, folks, so she's taking Laura's place, filling in for her on Thursday. So thank you, Carol, for that. I also want to thank, so that's all our guests that we had this week. Matt Cassane on Wednesday. But today we have a great guest coming up at about 12:15. She was on the show once before. A friend of mine, her name is Tina Perry. She has a company called, Just Listen Inc. She's got a big event coming up in Wisconsin on July 26th. We're going to get more information on that. She's also Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, and she's got a lot of stuff going on, and she's been to a tough part of her life, but she's going to talk a little bit about, again, in her big upcoming event. So she's going to be with us very soon at about 12:15. In the meantime, let's get right to our sponsors, and we're talking about the great Ace Hardware. You can't go bad with our good friends from Ace Hardware. Let's see. Love is in the air, folks. That's right. All Carhartt jackets, vests, crew neck sweaters are now 30% off at all the JRC Ace Hardware locations. Folks, Miracle Grow potting mix, 6-quart for $2 for $20. Thinking about updating your old kitchen or bathroom faucet? Select Moen faucets, 20% off the entire month of February. Ace Wild Bird Feed 20-pound bag is only $2 for $20. And don't forget those furnace filters. Buy 3, get 1 free. Easy way to keep your furnace running properly is to switch out your furnace filter monthly. Make sure you take care of all that good stuff. And Ace Hardware's got all the things you need for your home. Remember, Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, let's get one more commercial, folks. Let's talk about our good friend Mary Grievous from Real Estate at its Finest. Don't just call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Call me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever travel agent and real estate agent. That's Mary Grievous at mgrievous@starkre.com. Give her a call at 630-688-1725. She's available also to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. That's my good friend, Mary Grievous. Now, guys, also, Mary Grievous is not only in charge of the real estate, but she also is a travel agent, just like I said. And when you're talking about the travel agency, you're talking about NTD Vacations. And when you're talking about NTD Vacations, you're talking about the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. It's happening, folks, less than 28 days away. We're going to be going for 8 days on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Oasis of the Seas. It's big, folks. We're excited. The last one we did in January of last year was 7,000 people. This one's going to be great. It's Carousel, Aruba, Coco Key, Bahamas, and Fort Lauderdale. It is spring break. It is 8 days. It's got a lot of great entertainers. Seventh Heaven, of course, will be the main band on there. But we also got Hillbilly Rock Stars. We got Tony Ocean in the main event band. We got my rock band, Mojo's Jukebox. We got the Jersey Girls, Frankie Rog, Hollywood Rodriguez, and so much more. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or give Mary a call. NTD Vacations, 630-688-1725, and say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean, and join us March 22nd through March 30th, 28 days away. Woo! I can't wait. All right, update on my wife, Laura, folks. As you know, this is Bob. She's only been home 2 weeks after heart surgery, removing a valve and her heart and a heart aneurysm. She's doing fantastic. She's walking every day. She's eating. She's doing the breathing thing. She's doing everything she's got to do. So little by little, she's just doing fantastic. So she's doing a just great job. So again, thank you for all your calls, your texts, your emails, your private messages, and all that stuff. We really do appreciate it. And she will answer all of them. She promises you. All right, let's say hello to some people here. We got some time before we bring up our guest. There's the information from my good buddy Jerry Jams. Happy Friday. My good Carol, how are you doing, my dear friend? Carol, Holy Roly Spins is in the house. Jill, Indiana is with us, folks. Oh, boy, we got a good one. Double T. Nina, Kathy, we got California in the house. Kathy Eppolito, there's Jerry Jam. Buddy, great show last night. Thank you, buddy. Richard, Ronnie B, Lilia, Ryan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. I want to thank everybody that showed up last night. Cold? What cold? It didn't stop the people that showed up last night, the Positanos in Oak Brook. Another great with Frank and Bill do an incredible job, and their staff. They put it all together. It's done right. And I want to thank every single one of you guys for coming out. I want to thank Cousin Tommy and Jeff from Seventh Heaven, of course, and my friend Gina. Thank you guys. Lisa P. knocked it out of the park as she always does. We will be back there in March. Jerry Jams always keeping the dance floor moving. So it was great. Also, a special appearance by my good friend Daniela Croco, of course, of the Jersey Girls. She was there having dinner with some of her friends, and she came up and sang O Sole Mio, like dance version, and then we did Shallow together for Lady Gaga song. So thank you, Daniela, for stopping by, and we're going to be back there in March. March is going to be me, Daryl Armenstock, because Jerry's already leaving for Florida, and Lisa P. in March. So thank you, everybody, for that, and what a great time. Now, tonight, folks, we will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T, Tony Toto. That's an 8 o'clock hit. Tomorrow, Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Solatella as Frank Sinatra, yours truly as Dean, Elliot Winbush as Sammy Davis and Jams. Jerry Jams will be there. We'll be at Pier 290 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Dinner and show. We're at about 170 reservations. Another 20 more, and we are sold out. Another 20 tickets is all we need, and we're sold out. So we might get some walk-ins tomorrow, but we're close. 8 o'clock showtime, and we're excited. I'm happy because we played there last year. It's a great place. It's a lot of fun. It's a dinner and a show. So I think dinner starts around 6:30. Show starts at 8 till 9:30. It's a 90-minute set. That is tomorrow night. And then Sunday, returning to Caliendo's for their dinner show, which is almost sold out too. That's in Winfield, Illinois, me and Tony Toto. So coming up, my good friend Tina Perry in just a few minutes. I want to thank my buddies again, Mark and everybody from Bianco Profumo. They were on last week showing their brand new perfume for men and women. So it's unisex. And Mark was kind enough to send me a couple samples. And they have a bunch of different kinds, but they're doing fantastic. They were on the show last week, and it worked out really nice. This one here is Neroli Pomodoro, which Pomodoro in Italian means tomato. So actually, I like. They're all pretty good flavors. Actually, these are. The scents are actually kind of cool. And then they have one here called Live Remix, which is really cool. And then they have another one here. My wife liked this one the most. The cherry cherry leather. But like I said, this is unisex, so it's men and women can use the same cologne, and it's Bianco Perfumo. So Perfumo means perfume in Italian. So got to check it out, folks. Go to biancoperfumo.com, and if you mention Tony Ocean, you'll get 20% off any of the orders. Check it out what they have. Tell them Tony O sent you. Thanks again, Mark. All right. Yeah, so Franny, it's your birthday today, Franny. I hope you're doing well, my dear friend, and I hope you're going out and having some fun. You and your girlfriend's having a good time. Dick Sayed, the Alderman of Des Plaines, is in the house. Dick, I will see you tonight. I got to get a couple more Dick Sayed pens because I'm out. So got to get some new ones. All right, so much to talk about, folks. And before we bring up, there's my good buddy Frankie Setta is in the house. Frank, I hope you're doing well. And your show you got coming up with Carol and Mitch. It's Mitch Strafer on bass. He used to play with me, and Bobby. It's got to be Bobby Shift on piano. He's fantastic too. So you got a good band there behind you. Looking forward to that. All right, so. Again, I got to thank everybody who did show up for the homeless concert we did at Tap House Grill that was sold out, and 68 bags are going out on Sunday. Unfortunately, I won't be able to help them bring it out this time, but it was a big, big event. So thank you all for that. All right. Where do we start? Where do we start with all this crazy stuff going on, folks? It's inflation is up in the Chicagoland area, especially in Chicago and Naperville and Elgin. It's 4.3% went up, and of course, President Donald Trump is getting a lot of harassment. Well, the inflation is up and gas is still up and eggs are still up. And you know what? You got to give the guy time. Today is the 20th. So he's only been in office a month, or 21st. He's been a month and a day. That's all he's been in office, folks. So let's give the guy a little chance here to do what he's got to do. I'm 62 years old. And I don't know if it's you guys are the same way, but I'm 62 years old, and there's so many commercials that are on television. There's commercials for everything, right? Restaurants, clothes, whatever, condoms, Viagra, whatever it is, they've got a commercial for. Cream for your ass, whatever the hell it is, right? I have never seen, unless I'm completely crazy, and tell me if you guys are the same way, I have never seen a commercial about a Chinese restaurant. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Every imaginable fast food restaurant is on a commercial. Have you guys ever seen a commercial for a Chinese restaurant? Never. It's amazing how well the Chinese restaurants do without any commercials. I've never seen it. Am I crazy? I don't know. I might be crazy. I don't know if you see. Does anybody seen a Chinese? Come on, everybody that's watching right now, can anybody tell me, have they seen a Chinese restaurant commercial? I don't know. Maybe somebody will tell me on the Echo. What the hell? They're talking about right now Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen, and President Donald Trump, with all the spending that was done during the last election for the last 4 years with the Democratic Party. I don't know if this is true. They just came out and said this. Would it be influenced for getting the money that they're saving and send some checks to the United States citizens? Wouldn't that be very cool? Somewhere like $5,000 each citizen. This is just speculation right now, but from the money that they're saving, if that's the case, or if they get something, that would be very interesting to see, and we'll see how people would change on that. Dave never had it. Dennis never said. Dennis didn't. Buddy said he never did, right? Frankie said he never did. Yeah, so there you go. No Chinese restaurants ever have a commercial. It's crazy. Absolutely. Thank you for you guys telling me to watch The Mask. I've never seen The Mask. I saw it when someone said, Tony, have you seen The Mask? I thought it was the Jim Carrey movie. And I didn't see that mask. I didn't see that either. But I guess it's a TV show where they have celebrities and some judges. I mean, and people come out dressed up as different characters, and you got to guess who the guy is that's singing, if that's the format. But I guess what this one was so interesting is supposedly it was about Rat Pack theme. So everybody that was coming out singing were singing songs of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. I didn't see it. I don't watch the show, but thank you for the people that are asking me if I have to. I'm sure I'll end up seeing it somehow or seeing a highlight of it, whatever it is. But The Mask, I've never seen it. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. Let's get right to our guest, folks. Tina Perry. She's been on the show before. Got an organization called Just Listen. She has a big event coming up, and she's going to talk to you all about this stuff too. She was also Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, so it's nice to have her on. And she was on before, all the way from Wisconsin, everybody. So let's see if she's on. There she is. Tina, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Can you see me?
I can see you, and thank you for being on again. We appreciate it. I know you're busy doing all the stuff that you're doing. Boy, you know what, Tina, let's get right to where were you born, Tina?
Melrose Park, Illinois.
Melrose Park, Illinois. Do you remember how old you were when you left Melrose Park?
Well, I was born at Gottlieb, so I left there a few days after I was born.
Oh, so you didn't. Okay, so you didn't grow up in Melrose Park. You were just born in Melrose Park. Okay,
right.
All right. Okay, there you go. So you left Melrose Park and you went right to Wisconsin.
No, I went to River Grove, Illinois.
Well, then you didn't move that far down. Okay,
right.
All right. So, now, I don't know if I even asked you this last time you were on the show. You didn't have a brother named Ron, did you?
No, my brother's name is Tony.
Okay, you have a brother named Tony, because I went to school with a Ron Perry, if I'm correct, in high school. So I don't know if it was, maybe it's a cousin or somebody. Anyway, all right. So,
Ron Perry, your age? That's my uncle.
Okay,
my Uncle Ronald.
Okay, there you go. I think we went to school together. I think
yes.
I remember. Yeah, I think we went to school together, Elmwood Park, and I graduated in '81. I just turned 62, so I think he's either my age or a year younger than I was. But there you go. What a small world, right?
Yes.
What a small world. Good, yeah, absolutely. All right. So Tina, you've got a lot of stuff going on, and what a up and hell battle that you had your whole life. And look at you, man. I everything that I always see your posts and stuff that you're doing. I know you got a big event coming up. Tell us about this big event here you got coming up July 26th.
Yes, July 26th. So the event is Stepping on Stigma, and it's actually.
Oh, I lost you, Tina. I lost you. She went black.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now you are. There you go. Now you're back again. You went black for a little, and now you're back again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I cannot hear
the
you.
name of the event is Stepping on Stigma.
Stepping on Stigma is a global event. People can make teams for wherever they are in the world. And what it means it's all about stigma. Right. So people are stigmatized often every day, and people who have mental health issues and have substance use issues are stigmatized even higher by the public, by the medical professionals, and anybody.
Yeah.
So good people make bad choices sometimes. So my daughter was stigmatized, and what happened was she was somebody who was used drugs. She was in jail, out of jail. She served a prison term. My grandson was born in prison. And when Angelina got out of prison, it was 2021. Well, she got out in 2017. And then 2021, she was really sick and she went to the hospital. And what happened was they knew that she had a drug history. So they just assumed that she was coming in seeking drugs, and that was not the case.
Right.
So Angelina was really frustrated with that. Police pulled up in my driveway, which was a normal thing. And I said, "What's up?" And they said, "Where's Angelina?" I said, "I dropped her off at the hospital." And he said, "She's gone. There's blood all over her bed and they can't find her." I said, "Check the bathroom," or she left because somebody was rude with her. And there's blood on the bed. That means she took the IV out and checked the linen basket because they just figured she took it with. And I told them she did not. She doesn't need the hospital's drugs. She wants the drugs on the street. She doesn't want the drugs in the hospital. So anyway, she did leave. Within 48 hours, she went to another hospital. And I told them, I got to go in this time. The first time I didn't get to go in because it was COVID, but 48 hours later I was allowed in, which was ironic. But
Yeah.
anyways, I told them Angelina is not looking for drugs. She is sick, as you could see. And they were great in the emergency room. They admitted her and she stayed overnight. And the next day, a nurse stigmatized her again and was very rude. So, what do you think happened? Angelina left again. And first of all, when you don't feel good, you don't want to deal with it, right? And then you're just sick and you're being told you're there for reasons you're not. And she just said, I'm out of here, and left again. So the first visit was May 11th. The second visit was May 13th. And then July 20th, I walked in her room and I says, Angelina, you look like you're going to die. We have to get to the hospital. And during that time, she just wouldn't go anywhere. She's like, I'll get better myself. Well, on July 20th, when I told her that, she says, okay, well, it's 6 o'clock. So she wanted the whole day. Well, of course, I wanted her to go now.
Sure.
Anyways, I did get her to the hospital that night. She was admitted into the ICU on July 20th. July 28th, my daughter died from a blood infection, the same blood infection that she had on May 11th. So if the medical field would have treated her for the reason why she said she was there, my daughter could be alive today. Now, back in 2017, when she was in prison, I went to visit her with my grandson, and I had to get him on the visiting list. And I told the prison, like, he's really not a felon, but I have to get him on the list. You got to
Yeah.
wait those days, which they
Sure.
did it really fast. So I went to visit Angelina and brought her her son so she could visit with him. And I told the prison guard, I said, I know I just got here, but I'm going to go and take the baby because Angelina doesn't look good. She doesn't look good at all. Something is wrong. I used to be a medical professional myself on heart and lung transplants on the cardiac unit. Not a doctor, but I knew something was wrong with my kid. I asked the prison guard to send her to the medical, and he did. I told him, I'll give you 1 hour to get her there. I'll call you when I get home. And she was transferred. The next day I called the prison and she wasn't there anymore. And I didn't have a certain paper signed, so they wouldn't tell me anything. But anyways, she spent almost 2 months in the hospital with a blood infection from her C-section. That when she had the baby, bacteria got in her system. So almost 2 months, her skin was a different color, they eventually told me. And she almost died then. So ironically, the prison guard saved my daughter's life. The medical system failed her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're supposed to have empathy and compassion, right? It
You would
didn't
think they
happen.
do. And you know what? I hear
And
that,
I
you know,
cannot
Tina,
hear you.
I hear from a lot of people
Yeah.
when it comes to certain hospitals that some of the nurses, you
Boy.
walk in and they just, can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Well, obviously she can't hear me. So, boy, okay. Well, what I was trying to say is, in the meantime, there's been a lot of people that went to certain hospitals and they've had issues with nurses and people that almost just look at you like a number. You know, it's not like this is a serious situation here, and they're trying to just treat you like you're. It almost seems like they're like people that run a deli. When you go to the deli and you pick a number and you say, listen, all right, number 49, what do you want? I want my salami or whatever it is, right? That's how they treat some of these people going in. And the problem is that they don't give you that passion that you need. And I've heard it all the time. We have Tina Perry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, Tina. Okay, so sorry, folks. We're having some technical difficult. It is. I can type. Okay, you can type. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, Jesus Christ, folks. I'm sorry about this. We're having a little technical problem, I think, on her end, obviously. So we're trying to, I'm typing her. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Look at your phone. Look. All right, she's going back out again. I might
Oh
change shit.
my God.
All right. There's Richie from Seventh Heaven. Yeah, Richie. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. We have Tina Perry on. Hopefully she goes back on. She gets back in again. We're talking about her big thing they got called stepping or stigma, and she's got a big thing coming up in July. And her organization is called Just Listen. July 26th. It's going to be in Thievesville, Wisconsin, at 10 a.m. So we're trying to get her. There you go. Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Thank God.
All right. There she is. Finally. Oh, boy. All right. What I was saying, Tina, what I was saying is when you said that about it was almost like I hear this from a lot of people about people that are going to these hospitals and they treat these nurses and people that take you in. There's no compassion at all. It's almost like they're at a deli, like you're pulling, the deli, and you got number 46 and whatever. I'll take a pound of, salami and some cheese. I mean, it's almost like just a numbers rack. And I got it. They have to be that to some degree, but you should show some compassion, right?
Right, exactly. And because of that fact, with Angelina being in heaven now, I created an apparel line and it says Angelina's Earth Angel. And then it has the words empathy and compassion, and they're checked off that you have empathy and compassion. So I have one line for civilians, just people, and I also have a medical professional line. So it says medical professional, and on top it says Angelina's Earth Angel, empathy and compassion. It means you have, I hope you have empathy and compassion if you're wearing that. And Angelina's doctor is going to wear it. He already has his. He's going to take a photo and he's going to write a statement on whatever he wants about it.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I also have one of the senators that is going to do the same. A few senators, a few doctors, and we'll get it going. But I would love everybody in the medical field, just everyone in the world to have one. Like, you be kind to one another because your words matter. You say things to people and they want to end their life. You say things to people and they excel and make their dreams come true. It's our words that truly matter.
I agree with you on that. And then, of course, it's amazing. Like sometimes people don't talk to each other that often, but it's amazing what a phone call will do to somebody. If you're or a text, a text is one thing. The texts don't work, folks. Okay, it means well, but pick up the phone when you know that maybe you haven't seen somebody or something's not going right. Pick up the phone. Hey, man. What do you need? Are you okay? What's going on? I'm just checking in, because you would be surprised how many people can bounce off something like that, knowing that there's people out there that really care. You know what, Tina? What was it like when you first found out? Did you find out when your daughter had a systems problems? Did you find out? Did you catch her? Did she come to you? How did that first? And what was your effect when you first heard about it?
That she had the sepsis
Yeah,
with the blood infection. Well, that was
just I'm
so.
talking about in general. When she came to you and say, "Mom, I have a problem."
I'm sorry, with the sepsis or
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, just lost you again. Tina Perry looks like she's off again. It's got to be where she's at up in Wisconsin, the northern over there. There you go. Can you? She's up in northern Wisconsin. What part? Where are you at, Tina? Right now? Can you hear me? What part of Wisconsin you
I
at?
can. I'm
Yeah.
in Grafton, Wisconsin right now.
Okay. And how far is that from Illinois?
About 2 hours.
Okay, so there you go. All right, and the event actually is in is it Thiensville, Wisconsin?
Well, the event is in Thiensville, and that's where I will be. But the event's
Okay,
actually all over the world.
okay.
Like, we've had people join from Argentina, from Israel, from Canada, and we're just getting it again. I've had teams in Illinois, Colorado, California, Florida. So what we're doing is people all around the world, as an individual or a team, could get together, give yourself a team name, and then take pictures, because when people sign up, they'll get their apparel, and they could make poster signs on why they're doing it.
Why they're
And
doing it now? How do they get onto this particular page? How do they join this group?
on my Facebook page
Yes.
and Just Listen's Facebook page,
Okay.
there's all the flyers and the link. And then I don't know if you could see this.
Oh yes, you should show me that. Now this is something, folks. If you want to be interested in putting this team together and doing what we need to do here to help out, it's just go to, what does she just have to do? Go to justlisten.com.
Somebody could email me at
Yeah.
tina@just-listen.org, O-R-G.
Okay, ORG, there it is. All right, and then go ahead, show me about your flyer there.
Okay, so the flyer this year, I'm adding something different. Us that have people that passed, anybody, like even if your grandparents, your siblings, anybody, niece, nephew, cousin, you have an empty chair now, right? Especially
Sure.
when you have your celebrations, there's always going to be an empty chair forever. So I was
Absolutely.
thinking of ways that I wanted to make a powerful impact. So we are going to have these exact chairs, excuse me,
Yeah.
and somebody could send me in their loved one. Each person that has passed has a forever age, right? So,
Sure.
for instance, Angelina has forever 28. So I will take the loved one's photo. I will put their forever age on it. And then it's going to just be a big presentation of all the empty chairs that aren't going to be empty anymore because they'll have
Right.
their photos. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to lay a rose across each one. So that will be at the park where I am.
Oh,
So,
very nice.
like I said, people could join all around the world, and it's making a powerful impact. I have spoken to over 300 doctors last summer. I'm getting in, I speak to recovery communities. I speak to communities. I speak to the medical professionals. So what does that mean? I speak to everybody. This
Sure.
is a problem worldwide. So by making a team, and I think we all understand stigma's out there, especially for mental health and substance use. And
Absolutely.
when we have it in our families, it affects us more. The other thing is people are afraid to step up and say there's a problem. Some
Yeah.
people are afraid to support it because then all of a sudden they have a problem, even if they don't, right? So I'm trying to fill that gap and break that stigma in itself. And that's why I am now proud to say I'm Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, because with that, I have a platform, and my platform is decreasing stigma on mental health and substance use. So
Tina, are you getting help from the state at all? When you talk to these senators and you talk to people, is there any type of grants? If there anything they can do to help you with this thing, what you're trying to do here, are you getting any response, positive response from this?
No, with what I'm doing as Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, I am able to raise my own funds. People are
Okay.
able to sponsor me, to
Okay.
fund me.
Okay.
I really don't have that. I did like a popcorn fundraiser. I don't really like asking people like, hey, will you
Okay.
fund my dream? I
Yeah.
mean, I would be grateful if people did.
Sure.
And because it cost me money to travel, it cost me money to do all this. But you know what? I'm going to do it. It's my passion. And what I am doing is literally saving people's lives. They're saving their own life. But what I'm doing is stepping up, inspiring people. I'm empowering them. I'm giving the courage, like stand up for yourself. Just because you made some bad choices and you want to change your life, let's do it. And that's what I help people do.
I agree with you a lot of, everybody, like I said, there's a lot of good people out there that just make some bad choices. And we've
Right.
all been in some sort of, whatever it's at, maybe not to this degree, but it could have been to the point where it just happens in general. And it seems like it's happening more and more to the younger generation. Why do you think that is, Tina? I think a lot of people are just very confused in this world right now, especially the way everything's going on right now.
I agree. It's a big conversation. And I just heard somebody say yesterday, I seen them shake their head and say, oh, this generation coming up is so weak. And I looked at them and I was like, wow, you just hear things a lot. So if you think about it, when we were growing up, what did we do? We played outside, the street light came on, we had, to go in, the
Yeah.
bell rang, we go for dinner. Like we had systems. We
Yeah.
played hide and go seek on the street. We played
Yeah.
with the neighbors, rode the
Yeah.
bikes,
Yeah.
sometimes walked with the gangs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Remember? No, but let's be honest, man. Remember, we were drinking.
Partied.
We were drinking out of the. We mentioned this yesterday. We were drinking out of the fountain in the park. Remember? Or,
Right.
I mean, it was just a little different world back there.
I feel that when we were growing up, when I was in the 80s, I today am still friends with my grade school friends. We are
Yeah,
still so close.
correct.
I do believe social media has a lot to do with it. I
It's
think,
got everything. It's got everything to do with it.
yes,
Everything to do with it. Even
yes,
though social media is so good, but it's
right,
also so bad. Also, when you
right,
think about this, like when you have like a single parent and the mother's working and the kids at home, or they have a babysitter or whatever, and they're by themselves and there's no guidance, or because the wife's working, or even if the husband and how about the husband and wife are out there, they're both working, some have two jobs just to get by with this life, to try to have good things right now. And a
right.
lot of parents say, let's just give the kids some video games and let them just explore on their own, and just there's no social they don't get together with people anymore. It's almost like a
Right.
text. You know what, Tina, was funny? I was mentioning this yesterday. 25% of some of the kids these days between the ages of 18 and 25, men have not asked a woman out personally
Hmm.
from 18 to
It's a shame.
25, to actually face to face. Hey, you want to go for breakfast, or you want to go for whatever it is, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
just it's all on this social media thing, and I don't think it's going to get any better.
No, I don't think so either. I think we have to educate our children actually that there is good and there is not so good. And you have to make that balance like everything we do in life. And the caution, we have to teach them all about it, so they could use it for the good. And then the timeline, right, the doctor says 3 hours a day. Well, I think us as adults are even sometimes on more than 3 hours a day,
Sure,
but I
sure,
also believe we're using it for different reasons. And
correct.
then I think the kids are more in danger because people hide behind their profiles. They're not who they say they are, and that's how a lot of other bad things are happening. So you just really got to be on top of it. And at the same time, they could learn a lot from it. Mason, my daughter's son, I picked him up from the hospital because she had to go back in the prison. He's 7 years old now, and I still have him. And he gets on the computer and he's on it a lot.
Sure.
And sometimes he'll say stuff, and I'm like, where did you learn that? And
Yeah.
it's from the computer. And I get
It-
nervous when he's talking to people because I don't know if it's a kid, really.
you don't know what it is. That's the problem with this world. And then also we were talking about the younger generation now, and I don't know where there's them, they, it. They don't want to be known as my name is Jim or my
Right.
name is Rita, and this is what it is. And now, some kids they want to be dogs, they want to be cats at school, and you have to treat them. And the schools are letting this happen. They're like we mentioned this over and over again. In Lake Park High School, there was a litter box, so the cat can pretend whatever. I mean, I don't know where this comes from, and I know, like you said, you blame it on social media, but what can younger people do here? Boyd always, I tell you, Boyd, one of the guys who listens to the show, he said something. He always got some great comments. The social stigma is a real thing. It blankets our society because of lack of compassion. I mean,
Right.
right. It works perfect what he just said. But what can we do to change it, though, Tina? As what can we do to change this, to help these kids to do something to get out of this muck that they're in?
Well, in my opinion, what we could do to change it is try and go back to the way things used to be in the 80s and before that. So, for instance, if we could get people having more family time together, like I used to go 2 o'clock every Sunday by my grandma for pasta.
We
Every
all used to, yeah,
we used to have our family, like even birthday parties. My mom was baking a cake in the oven with the candles, and all the cousins come over. It doesn't have to be just that. But what I'm saying is, like, once a week sometimes maybe seem too much, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you are in everyday life. So, my opinion and things I've tried to do, which hasn't always worked, But like my oldest son, Leo, I would be like, pick something you love to do. Let's all do it together. We all
Yeah.
have different interests and let's all try it. So I would give each kid a day of the week. And what I did last year is I told my kids, okay, this is your birthday month. You pick one thing you want to do, and it's not going to be on your birthday.
All
It's
right.
going to be during your birthday month.
Yeah.
We're going to all do it together as a family. So I do have 3 sons and
Yeah.
my grandson. So it's not always worked because
Yeah.
everyone too has different schedules, but I
Sure.
think just trying to make that happen. And one of the other things I've done with Just Listen is I've made a journal, and it was for the public on Amazon, and it's a dinner journal. And what does that mean? I have found a lot of times at dinner, it could be a time now, not when I was little, but where arguments could happen.
Sure.
Or it just is like, okay, I didn't sit down here for this. I sat down here to have a nice dinner with my family. So the journal I created, I said, do it when you can. I would like to see it done once a week, because you can't put those expectations on people where they have to do it this many times. Like, you have to give them, like, when you could do it, just keep it in mind it's there. Bring the book out, and somebody could write. Just take that extra time and go around the table with the family, even if there's 2 of you, have the discussion. And
Right.
what are your goals? What are your dreams? Write them down. It's very important when we write things down so it's visual.
Yeah.
And then, are you excelling on it? And if you're not, how could we help you? Any of us at the table, how could any of us help you? So I think it's more, sometimes it's not even the parents, Tony, it's the kid. It's the kid that wants the family together so bad, but mom and dad is working, right? Just like you said.
Yeah, and
Going on.
yeah, we got that here at home, and the kids want it together. It's a good thing,
Right.
and it all changed. Jerry, of course, Jerry Rendam, Jerry said, getting tablets, iPads, iPhones out of their hands is the trouble. Face-to-face communication is just not there anymore. We got Tina Perry with us, folks, and wait, just got to break you real fast. We got to do a quick commercial, folks, for
Okay.
Imperialux. Got to take care of our sponsors. That's right, Imperialux. You want to become your own bank? Here's how to do it with Imperialux, folks. Imagine putting your money to work, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson and Craig Coughlin help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give them the call at 630-890-1213 or book them through Canley for a free consultation and start building the retirement that you deserve. It's Imperialux, becoming your own bank. Give them a call, 630-890-1213, everybody. And also, it's also time for the JRC Minute. That's the Ace Hardware Minute. And you know what, we talk about it all the time. Ace Hardware is our sponsors of the show. We're trying to see, everything is a little... This doesn't help me today. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to the Ace Minute. All right. Ace Minute brought to you by Ace Hardware, folks. It's the weather for today. Today is Friday, February 21st. Right now, it's about 10 degrees. It feels like it's -2. Sunny and cold, ladies and gentlemen. Humidity is about 78 degrees. Wind is about 5 miles per hour. Monday, it's going to be about 40 degrees and raining, but it will start warming up, folks. So that minute is brought to you by the Ace Hardware Minute. JRC Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Tina Perry is with us, folks, here on Friday the 21st. Stepping stigma. You know, it's interesting to me through the people and everything that's going on. It's amazing that always when we were kids, the drugs or whatever that was, as kids back in the 80s, it looked like it all started in the rich neighborhoods or in the bad neighborhoods. That's never going to happen in our neighborhood or whatever it is. Now, folks, a lot of the drugs or whatever happens with this, with people in general, you figure some of these more expensive towns that they live in is where the most of the drugs are coming, folks, because they can afford them. Some of these bad neighborhoods, you can't afford stuff like that. I don't know. I have to admit, Tina, when I was a kid, I dabbled with a little bit of everything. I tried everything at one time. Back in the 80s, so did everybody else. It was kind of normal. Um, but there's some people that didn't have some guidance to maybe say, okay, party's over, bring it down a
Right.
little bit, right? So, but
Hmm.
how do you know? How do people know when they have a problem?
Well, their life could be starting to come unmanageable, and that's a big thing. I mean, first of all, in my opinion, we shouldn't use mind altering drugs, right? And as far as the alcohol, it's legal.
Yeah,
And if somebody's going to have a cocktail, I'm not there to judge anybody. Just
right,
because people are having a few drinks, guess what? It doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. It doesn't
correct.
mean that at all. The how do you know when you have a problem is
Yeah,
when it's all you think about.
right,
You want to get up and not have the productive day you were supposed to have, and you blow everything off
right.
because this is what you need. It's just becoming a problem, and your body needs it. Now, different drugs do different things to you, right?
Sure.
So, cocaine, your body is not going to ache, and you're not going to like strive to, I need this to make my body feel better.
Yeah,
Now, if you're using opiates, it's a totally different story. Your
yeah,
body is going to hurt. You're going to have bathroom problems. Things might come up. Your
yeah.
body is sick. So you're either going to push through that detox, or you're going to do whatever you can to use because your body wants to feel better.
And you know what? And it's funny because like you feel like you start off as a kid, you're smoking cigarettes, then you go to alcohol, then you're trying pot. Okay, there's got to be something more to this. Then you get to that, then you get together. Sometimes the high is just not enough. And you know what? And a lot of times when you've got working parents and people that are just trying to make ends meet, trying to make life go on, sometimes it's hard to pay attention to what your kid or what your spouse or what people are doing just to try to, unless there's somebody around you. But back in the day, I have to say, Tina, that if I got out of line at home, my old man, boom,
Right
okay,
away.
right away. And you really changed your attitude, or you're out and you stopped, so it's just a little different right now. Now now kids call their parents by their first name. Yeah, I never. The mom and dad thing is gone, and it's just, and it like you were saying in the beginning of the show, it all starts from the beginning. I think it starts by our grandparents and our parents. It starts at home, right?
Right. Right.
Well, I wish you the best here with this. I know you've been doing this a lot of fun. Let's touch real fast before we got to go because we only got a couple minutes left here. How did Miss Wisconsin Galaxy come about?
Oh, there's many different systems in pageantry, like baseball, right? National League, American League. So it's the same thing with pageants. So right now, as Miss Wisconsin Galaxy, this is my run right now to do everything my heart dreams of: service work, any for-profit company, any nonprofit company, any person that might need help. I'm there. And that's who my heart is anyway, without my crown and sash,
Yeah,
which I'll show you. Um, I will be competing for Miss Galaxy, which will drop the Wisconsin
right.
on August 12th through 17th in Orlando.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens there. And I'll tell you, I've already won with the great opportunities that I have and the lives that I get to touch. And with my daughter dying, I could lay in bed every day and do nothing. I could find lawyers and sue hospitals and go through a nightmare life. I don't choose to do that. Absolutely nothing is going to bring her back. I chose to go back into pageantry and just advocate, because we all have a nonprofit that we choose as a pageant queen, and we do whatever we want. And I'm learning because I support all the other queens as
Sure.
much as I can.
Yeah.
So I've been putting shoes together, say, doing all these different things in life. I'm just learning so much. And the kids see me, and you see me on social media. I'm doing
Yeah.
this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It's helping me through my grieving, and it's helping my heart because I walk away feeling good, like I helped somebody today. And for me, I love to see people smile and happy. And just if I could help that, I'm the first one right there to do it.
Well, you know
Like,
what, Tina, you got to keep doing what you're doing and stepping on stigma. Like I said, it is a serious thing, folks,
it is.
and it needs to be. And it's just like there's so many things right now in this world that really needs people to concentrate. Maybe the political world now will maybe try to focus on stuff that we need, like our veterans and the drug abuse and mental illness and the homeless and stuff like that. That's just leading. We just need to get better, and I'm hoping for the best. July 26th, so we go justlisten.inc. Why don't you just try justlisteninc.com, whatever. Just try to go into that, guys, and just see what you can do. And you can see Tina Perry, that's Perry on social media, private messenger, and find out more about this. That maybe you guys can help because we need to put this all together. I want to say hello to Corey F. He says hello. Get it, Tina. Corey, welcome to Ocean's Pit. Sandra, how are you doing? Yeah, it's really so sad our life. It is different today. But you know what? Someone, Albert from the Ron Onesti organization, mentioned something to me, and it made a lot of sense too. We thought from all the social media, everything that's going on, boy, what a crazy world it is today. But he told me something that makes a lot of sense. And I think Boyd might have said something too. This was happening before too,
Right.
when we were kids. We just didn't know about it as much because there was no social media. There was the 5 channels that we watched, 7, 9, 2, 32, and they told you whatever you needed to hear, right? You never knew if you had the uncle at the house who might have been boozing up too much, or you never thought about it as that's just Uncle Ralph or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or the other uncle who or with the little kids. Hey, that's just Uncle. It was like we were so naive to it, and then social media comes in. Now everything that does it's multiplied by 1,000. So it's a little crazy out there, but we got to just try to make it work and make things better.
Right.
And that's all we can say, right? Tina, I wish you the best. Keep us posted on all this, and God bless to your daughter up in heaven, Angelina, right? She would have been how old?
32 in April. So I'll be doing a
32.
chalk party because she was a chalk artist.
Okay.
And to everybody, if anyone needs me, like even Tony, I know you come out to Wisconsin sometimes.
Yes.
I could come make an appearance and help.
I would like to do that. So we got some stuff coming up. Maybe come up and talk. We got some dates. I'm going to send you some stuff and tell me when you're up there, and then maybe we can play that you're going to be there. If you have someone he needs to talk to, this is, like I said, Tina's been through a lot of stuff, folks. And sometimes all it takes is a little bit of someone to talk to you and say, hey, this is how I can help you, maybe, and some words of encouragement I think can really help. God bless you, Tina, for what you do. We appreciate it very much, and you have an incredible weekend, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tina. Anytime, and just keep us posted, too, on your Miss Galaxy in Florida. We're going to talk again, okay, hon?
I will.
I wish you
Now
the best
it's
of
time
luck.
to go work out.
God bless. All right, guys. We are all coming almost to the end of the hour. And isn't it interesting when you meet different people and they have so much, there's so many people out there that have so much to give. And that's what it's all about, man. That's all we can do. It's important. Speaking about other things that are important, another company, Jack Vena Landscaping. That's right, folks. If you're looking for landscaping, they offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service, installation, servicing the North Shore for 45 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. And then if you're stuck at, how about some new windows and siding? My good buddy Louis Pipes from Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Serving Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight Windows and Siding. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you. It's going to be good. All these companies, buy local, shop local. They're helping us because they're good companies, and we got to keep it that way. Thank you, Kathy. It was a wonderful interview when you talk to people about some things that are so different here. We got a couple minutes left. We're going to get a couple more things here. I want to congratulate my buddy Nick Sahajas. He's got a big write-up on his band, a history of Nick Sahajas' history in the Reader magazine. Make sure you pick that out. Southwest Airlines, ladies and gentlemen, have 15% layoffs coming to Southwest Airlines. Uber Eats coming up with the robots in New Jersey. They're trying it out. A robot coming to your home in New Jersey. Uber Eats robots. It's going to happen, folks. And here's another thing. AI is set to replace 41% of the work jobs in the next 5 years. 41% of these jobs that were done right now by human beings will be replaced by AI in the next 5 years. The Jeffersons is coming to life, folks. It's going to happen. It really is. And wow. If you're a big Donald Trump fan, and if you're not, you just probably don't care about this. But if you are, his daughter, of course, Lara Trump, will be tonight at Venuti's in Addison, speaking as a dinner luncheon. I mean, it's a dinner, and she's going to be speaking. One thing I got to say, whatever opinion you have, and you get in trouble for saying this or saying that. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. I want to say something about Venuti's restaurant in Addison. It is a restaurant, ladies and gentlemen. And when you look at the page after they promoted this event, they were getting bashed. I will never go back to that restaurant again because they're having Trump there, Trump's daughter dinner. This is a restaurant. If they want to have the International Midget Convention, I don't even know, the Little People Convention, they can have it there. If they want to have any kind of a meeting, they can have it there. It is a restaurant. It is a banquet hall. This is how they make their living. Frank has been doing it, and his family have been doing this for years. And shame on you people who go on that page and say, I will never eat at Venuti's again because Lara Trump was there speaking. What is wrong with you people? It is a restaurant. It is open to, it's a business. This is how this man and family makes a living. So what if these people out there, it's like, wow, is there so much hate? But if it was someone that you liked, oh, that's okay. Let's go over there. There's a lot of screwed up people in this world, man. It is a business. That's how they make their business. Okay? They can get anybody they want there. It's just horrible what this world is coming to. That you can't even say you can't even say anything anymore. It's just mind-boggling to me that you can't. Boy, if you got a glass of water and my glass looks like this and your glass, oh boy, your water stinks. Oh, but my water is the best. It's insane what this world is coming to right now. And it's sad. Another thing that's sad, Canada beat the United States in the national face-off in overtime, 3-2. And it's the fourth national championship that Canada has won. But give it up for the United States, man. They did a great job. And look, I like Canada. I like the United States. When they're booing the United States, and people said they weren't booing the United States, they were booing President Trump. If you boo our president, you are booing our United States of America as well. I'm sorry, folks. We still live in a greatest country in the world. It's got its ups and downs, and it's still the best. We don't want to live anywhere else. So I didn't like when Canada had a boo when the national anthem went on. You want to boo your team? You want to boo the United States hockey team? That's fine. That's just camaraderie. That's the way sports are being played. You boo each other's team, but don't boo the country. Don't boo our country. And you want to know something, folks? It was the most watched non-Stanley Cup hockey tournament since 2014. 10.1 million people watched this game last night. Interesting. Folks, we got to go. It's coming to the end of the hour, and tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T Tony Toto. It's 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, Pier 290 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin for Ocean's Rat Pack. We're about 20 tickets short, and that show is sold out tomorrow. So it's a dinner and a show coming out down to Lake Geneva. Who doesn't like Lake Geneva? Sunday will be Caliendo's in Winfield. I think it's 6 to 8 show. Short night. This Sunday coming up. Other stuff we got coming up next Wednesday will be at Rosario's in Roselle. Next Thursday, Ocean Rat Pack hits Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. Now, it's not a dinner show. It's just free and it's just an entertainment fee, and you can order off the menu. That's a 7 o'clock hit, a tribute to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. Ocean's Rat Pack, the 27th, Thursday at Ronald Nesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. Go to oshos.com. March 1st, going back to Taverna, brand new place that I'll be working at on the 8th of March, Johnny's Kitchen and Tap in Glenview, Illinois. That's a 7 o'clock hit, me and Jerry Jams. Another new place we'll be hitting next month is Bellanotte in Lisle. Me and my good buddy Tony Toto and Dave Calderon, who used to be with me at Jilly's downtown. That's March 13th. March 15th, Ocean's Rat Pack will be the Hobart Theater in Indiana. And then the 19th, returning to Lake Geneva, April 19th at the Getaway, which is right connected to the French Country Inn. Two seatings. That's 2 shows. April 19th, the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Lake Como. Call them, make your reservation. 28 more days to the Chicago Music Cruise. And we're going to save all this other stuff for tomorrow. But for Monday's show. Birthdays, Enzo Ferrari, the man who made the Ferrari, celebrating a birthday. Tony Toto, his birthday is Sunday, so happy early birthday to a great drummer and a great friend and great sound guy. He's my good buddy, Tony Toto. Happy birthday, Double T. His birthday is actually Sunday, but we're giving him an early one. Olivia Trippi, she played Mrs. Jones in our video, and she's also on our Me and Mrs. Jones CD cover. Of course, she's the wife of the Chicago drummer Andy Trippi. Olivia, happy birthday. Tom Jones is 84. Simon LeBron from Duran Duran is 66. David Lee Roth, formerly of Van Halen, is 70. Goldie Hawn is 79. Steve Hashimoto, another great entertainer, musician in Chicago. Steve, happy birthday. Cindy Crawford, model, celebrating a birthday. Billy Squire, The Stroke, 74. John Oates of Hall & Oates, or formerly of Hall & Oates, 76. Kurt Cobain, formerly of Nirvana, celebrating a birthday, and Jay Giles from the Jay Giles Band. We're going to save all this other stuff tomorrow, folks, for Monday. Monday, we'll be back, same time, same station. I want to thank my good friend Tina Perry. Check her out on Facebook, our private message, justlisteninc.com. Check it out. She can help you with some words. She's been through a lot. Like I said, she lost her daughter at 28 years old, and she was 28, the daughter. So we got to help all this stuff crazy stuff that's going on in the world. And any words of encouragement can help, and that's what it's about. It's Ocean's Pit. Let us show about big things. Let's get right to Ace Hardware. Again, thank you, our good friends from Ace. Oh, boy. Listen, let's talk about small engine repair. All makes and models, lawnmowers, snowblowers, generators, chainsaws. They do it all. Tune-up starts at $105 plus parts. You need a handyman? Go to the Norridge or Des Plaines location. They also trusted and licensed handymen all the time. You can't beat it because they're always good to get a handyman to come and do some stuff around the house. It's very, very important. It's Ace Hardware, folks. And don't forget, make sure you get your car was winter ready for peak windshield wash. 1 gallon size is $1 off at your Ace Hardware stores. Red Hot Buy of the Month, and it's going to be a good thing to do, folks. Guys, don't forget, download the Ace Awards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. And we're going to have Raffaello on sometime next week, how do it yourself. And he owns these Ace Hardware stores, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to be doing a segment with me once a month. Do it yourself on a certain topics, maybe replacing filters, what filters to buy, the snowblower, the lawnmower, certain paints. He's going to show you how to do it all, and he'll be coming sometime next week. Guys, we got to go. Again, thank you, Tina Perry. Tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Hope to see you all, guys. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another. We need it. Don't mind the dogs. Crazy. Sign up for that Chicago Music Cruise, ChicagoMusicCruise.com, or just get on the cruise and join us. Now the dogs are freaking out. I got to go, everybody. Peace and love, Ringo says. Have an incredible weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye, everybody. Nick, take us out, the piano.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from town.
Frankie said if you're watching, I'm glad your son's doing okay. God bless you, everybody. Peace and love.